Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. You are welcome to the class. The topic here is multiplication of fraction. Multiplication of fraction. First, multiply a whole number by a fraction. Multiply a fraction by a whole number. Then multiply a fraction by a fraction. Example 1. Let's multiply the following. A. 120 multiplied by 3 over 10. The 120 here is the whole number. Then you multiply it by the fraction, which is 3 over 10. Simply, you have 120 times the numerator, which is 3, all over 10. 120 times 3 all over 10. If you multiply it together, 120 times 3, simply we have 360 divided by 10. And 360 divided by 10 gives 36. B. 5 times 3 over 10. The 5 here is the whole number. The 5 here is the whole number. Multiplied by 3 over 10. 5 times 3 gives 15. Divided by 10. 5 times 3 over 10. 5 times 3 over 10 gives 15 over 10. We cannot leave it like that. We have to divide it to its lowest term. What number can we use to divide 15 and at the same time it divide 10? Let's use 3. 3 goes in 15, we have 3. It goes in 10, we have 2. We still have improper fraction. That is 3 over 2. Now, 2 goes in 3. How many times? 1. That is the one whole number that we are seeing there. Then it remains 1. That remaining is the numerator. Then the denominator that you are using to divide it. The answer here is one whole number, 1 over 3. One whole number, 1 over 2. One whole number, 1 over 2. Let's move to C. Let's move to C here. That is 4 over 5 of 10. Of here is the same as multiplication. Of is the same as multiplication. When you have of, it's the same as multiplication. You are still multiplying. Now here we are using fraction to multiply whole number. The 4 over 5 here is the fraction, while the 10 is the whole number. Simply you have 4 over 5 times 10. 4 times 10, everything over 5. It gives 40 over 5. 40 over 5. Here, how many times can we find 5 in 40? The answer is 8. I hope you are following me. Let's move to D. Multiplying a fraction by a fraction. 2 over 3 times 3 over 4. 2 over 3 is a fraction and 3 over 4 is also a fraction. There are so many ways, or let's say there are ways. We have more than one methods to this. The first one, we can multiply the numerator together as well as the denominator together. That is why you are saying that we multiply 2 times 3 over 3 times 4. Here, 2 times 3 gives 6 over 12. 6 over 12. We cannot leave it like this. You can still divide it further. That is when we use 6 to divide it. 6 goes in 6, 1. It goes in 12, 2. So the answer there is half. Or, in the case that you have 2 over 3 times 3 over 1. Since in the first fraction, the denominator is 3 and the other fraction, the numerator is 3. You can divide 3 by 3. There it gives 1. So here you have 2 times 1 over 1 times 4. It gives 2 over 4, which you can still divide further to get 1 over 2. Or you have 2 over 3 times 3 over 4. You use 2, the numerator of the first fraction, to divide the denominator of the second fraction. That is 2 goes into 1, it goes in 4, you have 2. And in the other way around, you have the denominator of the first fraction to be 3 and denominator of the second fraction to be 3. Use that 3 to divide it. You will see the both numerator you have 1. That is 1 times 1, it gives 1. And the denominator you have 1 times 2, it gives 2. So all these methods give us the same answer. Now to E here, you have the mixed number. That is the mixed fraction multiply whole number. We have whole number 3 over 4 times 22. Whole number 3 over 4 times 22. You change the mixed number to improper fraction. That is where we have 4 times 1 plus 3. 4 times 1 plus 3 times 22. 4 times 1 plus 3 gives 7 over 4 times 22. 7 over 4 times 22. So simply we have 7 times 2, everything over 4. 7 times 2 divided by 4. 7 times 2 there gives 154 over 4. 154 over 4. Let's now use 4 to divide it. 4 goes in 15, the first instance, it gives us 3. Then there it will remain 3. In 34 now, it goes 8 times. That is why we have 38 whole number, it will remain 2, then over 4. The answer here is 38 whole number 2 over 4. We can still divide the 2 over 4. So it gives 1 over 2. We use 2 to divide 2, and at the same time, we use 2 to divide 4. So we have 1 over 2. We have 38 whole number 1 over 2 there. I hope you are following me. Now the F there, we are multiplying the mixed number by mixed number. That is the mixed fraction. You multiply it with mixed fraction. You change everything into improper fraction. Changed everything there to improper fraction. That is where we have 4, that is the denominator of the first fraction, multiplied by its own number, then plus the numerator. The denominator therefore multiplied by the whole number plus the numerator. You have 4 times 2 plus 1 over 4. Multiply by the second fraction. That is the denominator there multiplied by the whole number plus the numerator. 3 times 1 plus 1. You have in the first fraction we have 4 times 2 plus 1. We have 9 over 4 times the second fraction that we have 3 times 1 plus 1. We have 4 over 3. Here you can multiply it directly, or you use that 4 of the first denominator to divide the second fraction, the numerator, or you multiply it directly. That is 9 times 4, everything over 4 times 3. There, 9 times 4 we give 36, and 4 times 3 gives 12. 36 over 12. 36 over 12. We will not leave it like that. This is an example of improper fraction. You take it to its lowest term. So 36 divided by 12, it gives us 3, which means the answer that we are having there is whole number. Our answer there is whole number. I hope you are following. Let's now move to division with fraction. Division with fraction. Examples: simplify the following. You have to simplify the following. Number 1. 3 over 8 divided by 21 over 16. 3 over 8 divided by 21 over 16. Since you are dividing, the sign will change. And if the sign change, the fraction that is following the sign will also change. Then you are using the reciprocal. That is, you turn it upside. The denominator becomes the numerator. We call it reciprocal. You will see it when we have 3 over 8. I have changed the sign now from division sign to multiplication sign. So we have 3 over 8 times 16 over 21. I have changed it. Its reciprocal of 21 over 16 now is 16 over 21. So we have 3 over 8 times 16 over 21. Right from here, the numerator of the first fraction, since it's 3, you can use it to divide the denominator of the second fraction, that is 21. There, 3 goes in 3, 1, and it goes in 21, you have 7. 3 goes in 3, 1, it goes in 21, 7. Then the 8 under the 3, use it also to divide the 16, that is the numerator of 21. 8 goes in 8, you have 1. Then it goes in 16, you have 2. So here now, we have 1 times 2, everything over 1 times 7. If you multiply it, you have 2 over 7. Or you have 3 over 8. We have already done it, that is the reciprocal, 16 over 21. You multiply it directly. We have 3 times 16 over 8 times 21. 3 times 16 over 8 times 21. There the numerator becomes 48 over the denominator that becomes 168. We have 48 over 168. Let's divide it. Let's start with the lowest prime number, that is 2. 2 goes in 48, you have 24. It goes in 168, you have 84. Still divide, let's use 2. 2 goes in 24, we use 2 to divide 24, you have 12. It divides 84, we have 42. We can still divide it further. That is, we are still using 2. 2 goes in 12, equals to 6. It goes in 42, that is 21. Please remember that the number that we are using to divide the numerator, that is the number that you will use to divide the denominator. Not that you will use one number for the numerator and you will use the number for the denominator. No, you are using one number. The same rules. If you are multiplying, you use a number for the numerator and at the same time for the denominator. So here we have 6 over 21. What can we use to divide 6 and 21? Let's use 3. 3 goes in 6, you have 2. It goes in 21, you have 7. You will see that both the two methods gives the same answer. We have 2 over 7. I hope it's clear and you are following. Then number 2 here. Let's use 3 over 4 to divide 24. 3 over 4 as a fraction dividing 24. Please, if you have fraction dividing whole number, we assume that the whole number is also fraction by putting 1 under it. Is that okay? So here we have 3 over 4 divided by 24 over 1. It comes as whole number. It comes as whole number. But if you are solving it, make sure that that whole number also, the denominator is 1 so that it becomes fraction. So here we have 3 over 4 divided by 24 over 1. I have told you earlier, if you are dividing, when you are dividing, the sign change to multiplication sign. The sign change. When the sign change, the fraction that is following the sign will also change by turning it upside down. That is, you are using the reciprocal. So the reciprocal of 24 over 1 now becomes 1 over 24. It becomes 1 over 24. Which means here we have 3 over 4 times 1 over 24. And 3 over 4 times 1 over 24, simply you have 3 times 1, then everything over 4 times 24. If you multiply it there, you have 3 over 96. 3 over 96. Let's now use 3 to divide it. 3 goes in 3, you have 1. It goes in 96, you have 32. So the answer here is 1 over 32. 1 over 32. The answer here is 1 over 22. Or if you have 34 times 1 over 24, 3 over 4, 3 over 4 times 1 over 24. The numerator, which is 3, you can use it to divide the second fraction that is denominator, which is 24. 3 goes in 3, 1. It goes in the numerator of the second fraction 8 times. So there you have 1 times 1, which gives you 1. Then 4 times 8, it gives 32. So we have the same answer. We have 1 over 32. I hope it is clear. That is division with fraction. We are done with multiplication of fraction, division with fraction. Then we've done addition. That was last week. Addition and subtraction of fraction. Please, let's now move to BODMAS. BODMAS. This is addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division of fractions. This can be carried out using the rules of BODMAS. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division of fractions can be carried out using the rules of BODMAS. The B there stands for brackets, O for others, D for division, M for multiplication, A for addition, and X for subtraction. Look at the examples. Let's simplify this. 1 whole number 1 over 2 of 16 divided by 2 whole number 1 over 3 plus brackets open 2 whole number 1 over 4 of 1 over 9. Again, 1 whole number 1 over 2 of 16 divided by 2 whole number 1 over 3 plus brackets open 2 whole number 1 over 4 of 1 over 9. Please, my dear students, of here is the same as multiply. Of here is the same as multiplication. Wherever you see of in this type of expression, they are still referring to multiplication. Now, let's solve it. Let's solve. You start with the bracket. Whatever you have inside the bracket will be solved and bring it out. You open the bracket, then you solve what you have inside the bracket. Then numbers with improper fraction, with mixed fraction will be taken to improper fractions. Number with mixed fractions will be taken to improper fraction. Let's start with the numbers, with the fractions inside the bracket. There we have 2 whole number 1 over 4 of 1 over 9. That 2 whole number 1 over 4 will be taken to improper fraction. That is 4 times 2 plus 1. 4 times 2 plus 1 of 1 over 9. There you have 9 over 4 times 1 over 9. 9 over 4 times 1 over 9. If you multiply it directly there, give 9 over 36. 9 over 36. And 9 over 36 gives 1 over 4. 9 over 36, that is 9 goes in 9, 1. It goes in 36, 4. So there we have 1 over 4. All what we have inside brackets now gives 1 over 4. Let's now come back to other fractions. I said the 1 number 1 over 2 will be taken to improper fraction. That is where we have 3 over 2 of 16 divided by the mixed fraction there also will be 3 times 2 plus 1 over 3. There we have 7 over 3 plus what you get from the brackets, which is 1 over 4. So our expression now is 3 over 2 of 16 divided by 7 over 3 plus 1 over 4. Here from this expression, after we have solved all what we have inside the bracket, now we move to the division. Since we have solved all what we have inside the brackets now, we move to the division aspect of it. Now, we have 16 divided by 7/3. I have told you if you are dividing fraction with whole number or whole number with fraction, let's assume that that whole number is also fraction. So we have 1 under 16. That is where we have 16/1 times 3/7. 16/1 times 3/7. Let's multiply it together. We have 16 times 3. That 16 now is 16/1 times 3/7. If you multiply it, you have 48/7. 48/7. That is what we get from the division. Now bring it together. We have 3/2/48/7 plus 1/4. Plus 1/4. After the division, what follow is the multiplication. I told you earlier that of is the same as multiplication. Now we are moving to the of. Simply here we will have 3/2 times 48/7 plus 1/4. Let's multiply this. That is 3/2 times 48/7. The 2 under the 3, that is the denominator of 3, that is 2. Use this to divide 48, you have 24. Then you multiply it. We have 3 times 24/7. 3 times 24/7 plus 1/4. Let's multiply 3 times 24/7. Simply it gives 72/7 plus 1/4. We have 72/7 plus 1/4. I hope you understand where the 72 comes from. The 72 comes from 3 times 24. It comes from 3 times 24. And the 7 also, it comes from the division that we did then. Do you remember? So we have 72/7 plus 1/4. Now, when you get to this stage, you find the LCM of 7 and 4. Find the LCM of 7 and 4. The LCM of 7 and 4 is 28. The LCM of 7 and 4 is 28. So we are using 28 now as our denominator. We are using 28 now as our denominator. Now, 7 goes in 28 how many times? It goes 4 times. That's 4 multiplied by 72, that is its own numerator. It will give us 288. Now the sign plus 4 now goes in 28 how many times? It goes 7 times. 7 multiplied by its own numerator, which is 1, that is 7. So that is where we see 288 plus 7 all over 28. 288 plus 7 over 28. If you add it up, you have 295 over 28. 288 plus 7 over 28 simply gives 295 over 28. Now, how many times will 28 goes in 295? It goes 10 times. That is where you see 10 whole number. It goes there 10 times. Then it will remain 15. That is the numerator. Then the 28 that you are using to divide. Our final answer here is 10 whole number 15 over 28. 10 whole number 15 over 28. Please, all this should be written inside your class notes. It's part of your last term work. Please, everything should be written there. Then your assignments. Your assignment now is page 96 of your textbook. Page 96 of your textbooks. Exercise 7.4, number 12 to 22. Number 12 to 22 to be submitted latest on Monday. To be submitted on Monday, that is 4th of January 21. So we have come to the end of the class for today. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.